Approaching 6:49 here this Wednesday, back with our top stories before you head out in our Sunrise Smart Star. An update in Rochester. Culver Road near Meredith Street should reopen in full today after a water main break left several homeowners with flooded basements and a lot to clean up yesterday. I want to show you that scene roughly 24 hours ago as the area was blocked off as feet of water flooded those roads and homes. The city later told News 8 the first call for the break came in around 2:30 a.m. The water was shut off later in the morning, leaving about 30 customers with no water for the time being. Selena Class, we heard from her saying she had several inches of water in the basement.
My kids are home. We have no heat, no power, no school, and everyone is crying inside. And my husband and I are just trying to figure out who can get our basement clear of water. I can't even process what to do next because there's no guide on how to deal with this.
Just brutal for that mom, all the families. The water is back on. Those affected were told to run it for about 5 minutes before using it to flush the pipes. No other precautions needed. Again, that area of Culver and Meredith near Empire Boulevard should reopen to traffic today. Friends and loved ones of a man killed while working in Hilton last week in a construction zone are calling for justice and stronger safety measures for our road crews. Deputies say 43-year-old Rob Faber was working here at the Parma Center road closure when a vehicle slammed through the barricades, hitting a parked work truck, which ultimately crushed him. His co-worker, Peter Abe, was there, and he tells us he will never forget what he saw.
As we heard the bang, he was on the ground, then that's when I cut his shirt and tried to do CPR. The coloring that I saw on him was just, that's when I knew he was not going to make it. Like, things need to change. Like, the laws need to change. Especially like if something's gonna, like with the construction zones, because it's so dangerous for all of us, but nobody does anything about it.
To date, we've been checking in with the sheriff's office, but no charges or tickets have been filed or at least announced. Happening today, jury selection begins in the trial for one of the men charged in connection to a deadly shooting on Cuba Place in Rochester 2 summers ago. Police say 21-year-old Timothy Brooks Jr. is one of the defendants responsible for the killing of 39-year-old James Jackson Jr. He was found in his wrecked car with multiple gunshot wounds August 30th, 2024 and died at the hospital. Another suspect, 17-year-old Rafael Marquez, was arrested and charged with murder. Police believe he was the shooter who killed Jackson, and Brooks was with him when they tried to rob the victim. Jury selection begins at 9:30. Also today on the docket, a possible ending to the case of a man from East Rochester facing numerous charges for a deadly hit and run last winter. Police say the night of February 21st, 51-year-old Bruce Bugbee was driving drunk with a child in his car when he ran over a 62-year-old man on a bike, Jerome Blocker, at Norton and North Streets. Blocker died at the hospital. Bugbee and his truck were later traced to a home in Ontario County. He was then charged with vehicular manslaughter, DWI, among other offenses. His disposition hearing is what's scheduled, and that's at 9:30. To Washington, the House back in session today for the first time in nearly 2 months, moving the U.S. government one step closer to reopening. Members of the Republican-led chamber returned to D.C. after the Senate passed a funding bill late Monday. The House is expected to vote on that as early as this afternoon.
All the difficulty Americans have endured in these past 6 weeks could have and should have been avoided.
Democrats will be strongly opposed.
We're opening up our country. Should have never been closed.
SNAP benefits remain in flux, though, for millions of Americans as a result of the shutdown. Tuesday, the U.S. Supreme Court extended a temporary pause on a lower court's order that required the Trump administration to fully fund the food assistance benefits for this month, meaning for now the administration will continue to withhold about $4 billion in payments for the program. 1 out of every 8 Americans relies on SNAP each month. In response to the latest order from the High Court blocking those full SNAP payments, New York Attorney General Tish James says that decision leaves millions wondering how exactly they will feed their families. She's also encouraging those who have received their benefits for SNAP for November to not be afraid to go ahead and use them. New this morning here at 6:52, it is the end of the road for a staple in the South Wedge part of Rochester. Pat's Coffee Mug is getting ready to pour the final cup this month. Aron Spitzer is there at the diner this morning, live with the owner. Aron.
That's it. I caved. I ordered breakfast. Ordered myself a veggie omelet, and Pat Hall, the owner here, is making it for me, and I'm very excited. You can go ahead here. I know that you got to get the cheese. Pat's got to get the cheese. It's really important for her. Now, after 33 years, they're going to be pouring their last cup of coffee on the 25th, and I've been speaking with locals here, people who've been coming for 15 years, 3 times a week, and it's just incredible to see what a loyal following she has. Pat's here getting me cheese for that omelet. Oh, wow, I'm getting options. Whatever you think is best. Swiss is great. Pat, now I do want to ask you, you have a lot of regulars that come in. What is your favorite part of seeing them in here?
Just seeing them in here, talking, seeing what's going on with them. It's, we talk about everything.
Yeah, we'll grab that cheese. We'll go over to see you cook a little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, over 33 years, you've done quite a bit. How did you even get here?
Well, I was a waitress all my life, and my husband said to me one day, he says, I'm tired of you putting up with them. We're going to open a restaurant. I said, I can't even flip an egg. When I opened the restaurant, I could not flip an egg. So we put on the menu. We made up our own menus. If you want to start your day out right, don't order your eggs over light. And it went on like that for a good 6 months. I couldn't flip the eggs.
Well, you've made it. Not only do you now flip the eggs, you cook everything around here, and people love it. Clearly, they're coming back. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Brennan, I'm really excited about my breakfast, so for now, I'm tossing it back to you.
Yeah, okay, we get it. We all want that before they say goodbye. You want to check them out there at Pat's. That's South Clinton and Averill Avenue here in the South Wedge. Clear over there and looking okay from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. The view there from the west side of 490 east and west out of downtown. 590, we are good to go if you're coming out of Henrietta, the throughway from Victor and those exits. Everything is a smooth ride with plenty of blacktop. Now the salt worked, got a little bit of a warm-up as well. Just some flakes. You see a couple of there passing there on the camera this morning, James. Maybe that or a couple of raindrops headed out.
Yeah, not too bad out there. I do expect to see some random lake effect rain and snow showers here and there. You see the numbers there in the lower 40s for afternoon highs. Mid-40s next couple of days with more rain chances just here and there. I think just about all the snow is going to be gone by tomorrow or Friday. Then looking at the weekend, Saturday looks like the better of the 2 days, maybe 50, 51. A little warm up there before kind of an interesting Bills game. Could be kind of a weather game possible with a wintry mix around.
They call weather the equalizer.
Yeah,
both teams
right.
there. Yeah, we'll see. The Bucks and the Bills both need a win there Sunday in Orchard Park. Got a lot to talk about on our podcast coming your way. Second cup of sunrise, 9 o'clock on the Rochester First streaming app. The big reveal and teaser for the new Toy Story movie. This one hits home for a lot of parents like us. Yeah. We'll see you there. Stay warm, everybody.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.